What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're shipping out some orders this morning. We don't have too many going out. I think we have 10 total orders going out the door. Got some listings done yesterday. I actually listed 5 items. I was supposed to list 10, but I only got 5 done before the end of the day. Answer that in a minute. Only got 5 done before the end of the day. So we're going to be shipping out some orders. I'm going to try to do this quick. We've had an eventful morning last night when we went, and after I took a shower, we had some bubbling in our toilet last night, which means we probably have a clog somewhere. So we had a plumber come out today. They're sending out another plumber to send a camera through our line. So that's what they're going to do here in a little bit. Within the next couple hours, they're going to be over to do that. So fun, eventful morning. Unfortunately, plumbing issues in the new house. So hopefully it's just a little fix, but he thinks it might be something more serious, which means more money spent on this house. So unfortunately, but we are, we're going to get that done today. Ship out these orders real quick. I just got a call that I'll probably have to take here in a little bit, but shipping out these orders real quick. Should be done 10-15 minutes, not too long today. What's up, Julia? What's up, Dora? Welcome in. What's up, everybody over on TikTok? Let's start with some eBay, Poshmark. We had eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop orders yesterday. So we literally had orders on every single platform, which is great. Nice solid day yesterday of sales. Let's go into Nifty really quick. And so I can check my sales and all that stuff. Appreciate everybody hopping in over on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Tap screen, send the likes over. I'd appreciate it. Analytics. My sales are doo-doo. I sold 2 things this morning so far, which is pretty normal for early morning sales. Usually I start picking up later on in the day. All right. Let's start with a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater. This one sold over on Poshmark. It's just a nice quarter zip. You guys are going to see me selling these all the time now. I'm picking these up quite often whenever I go thrifting. If I find these between $5 to $8, I'll scoop these up because they're selling like hotcakes. This one sold for $25. 25 bucks. Oh, home ownership. Yeah, it's home ownership. So it's immaculately returned lately. One was a pair of my Ray-Bans my mom gave me to sell. The buyer received their money back, and I still haven't got the item. Hopefully eBay will help me with this one. Make sure when you do that, you do not send their refund until you receive the item back. So, yeah, make sure you don't send a refund until you receive the item back. I think that's probably what you did there. Is you got to return, you sent them their money back, but as soon as you send them the money back, if they haven't returned the item to you, they're technically allowed to keep it because you have officially ended that return. So make sure you don't refund until you actually get your item back inspected. If there's anything wrong with it, you can of course take a little bit of a cut back, but yeah, make sure you don't do that. That Jaguar jacket I got from you on Whatnot might sell well after last night's game for the Chiefs. I think it will. I was like, we should have waited till this weekend to sell it. But yes, I think it will. It will sell well. Remember, Poshmark is Ground Advantage labels now, so throw your items in your own poly bags or get the ground poly bags from USPS for the free ski. What's up, T. Georgie? Welcome in, Travis. Carolyn, what's up? Welcome in. All right, next order is an LL Bean flannel. I think it's this one right here. Yeah. Oh, they're flannel line jeans. LL Bean flannel line jeans. These are going to start selling well right now too, because obviously we're heading into the winter months. Everybody wants jeans, and flannel line jeans are just a little bit more warmer for those people that live up north. These sold for 20 bucks. They sold over on Depop, so I took a little bit of a lower offer on them because Depop doesn't have much fees. So I did not refund them. I've made my mistake before, but no, I waited a month and a half for the item, never got it back, and eBay refunded them. That's weird. eBay usually won't refund them until the item is scanned as delivered. eBay wouldn't just refund the buyer before you actually receive the item. So check and see if the item was delivered. If it was delivered by the post office and you didn't receive it, then you have to contact the post office. But I don't see why eBay would just refund the buyer without you actually receiving the item first. So what's up, Teach? Welcome in. I figured out how to talk to an actual human eBay support. Yeah, I got the secret down for that too. I usually can get through pretty quickly to them. Appreciate the follows over on TikTok. Last sale is a Mercari sale. I'm gonna try to get through these pretty quick because I do have to call back the plumber. They just called me a little bit ago. Buttercloth shirt, great brand to look out for. Surf sold one of these on his Whatnot auction. I think I sold one of these like a month ago on my Whatnot auctions. It's a great brand. Buttercloth always sells really fast, really well for me. This one sold, I believe, for 25 bucks over Mercari. I'm not going to go look it up, but 25 bucks is what I usually get for these. So you're late. Nope, we just started. You're not late. You're fine. You're early. You recommend getting a store for eBay and making you recommend getting a store on eBay or making random listings? You don't really need a store nowadays until you hit 250 listings. So I would just list because you get 250 for free now without needing a store subscription. And that'll let you see if you're serious about eBay. And then once you get over that 250 mark, if you're consistently making sales, consistently listing, that's when you'll get a store. The only real solid benefit you get to having a store subscription is you can run sales. That's basically what it is. So. Yeah, plumbing issues in the new house. Yep. Do you do Posh? Yes, I do. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop. I shipped out one Poshmark order already, a Depop order, a Mercari order, and all the rest are going to be eBay. So you're back on live. Yes, I'm back on live on good old TikTok. I've had 2 different people send a different address after purchase on Posh. I have notified them, which included instructions. What steps should I take next? If they're reaching out to you and telling you to ship the item to a different address, don't do it. The address has to be sent on the Posh label. Do not send it to a different address at all. They're trying to scam you. They're basically trying to get you to send it to the other address so that way they can say that they never received their item and they get it for free, because the tracking will never show that it was actually delivered because you won't use the actual Poshmark label. So don't do that. Just tell them you have to ship it to the right address and ship it to whatever address they have on file, because it's their responsibility to get it to them, not your responsibility. Free People barrel corduroys are selling like hotcakes. Free People barrel corduroys. I'd have to look that up to even see what that thing looks like. So, do you just organize by number or by product? Go watch some of my recent videos, Zasha, on TikTok. It shows me pulling my orders, but nothing is organized like sweater bin, jacket bin. Like everything is mixed in when it's into this system over here. And then I do have a rack system with like heavy jackets and stuff, but everything just gets assigned a specific number. That specific number is super easy to find. For example, this item right here is number 6969, as you can see right there, 6969. And then when I go pull it, I go over to my inventory system. Everything is in order with inventory numbers, as you can see, 6969. So I just go out, grab this one. It takes me just a couple seconds to find each item. As soon as that item is listed, it's put in inventory. If you go watch my recent YouTube video, I go over the entire listing process from start to finish. So go watch that video. It'll go over everything. It'll teach you how to list, how I put everything away, all that good stuff. Patagonia chino shorts. Do you like chino shorts? Do you like picking them up? I like picking up basically everything Patagonia, depending on the price. This is a Tommy Bahama shirt, by the way. It's a striped Tommy Bahama, a linen, 100%. Oh no, it's not. It's a linen cotton blend. Just listed this like 2 days ago. It already sold for $24.99 plus ship. Some Tommy Bahamas are worth picking up. The linen blend ones or the 100% linen ones, I pretty much always pick them up at the right price because they're always usually a $25 flip. So 6969, that's my favorite number. You got that right, Teach. This one is shipping out for 11 ounces, as long as eBay loads. You gotta get these shipped out quick because the mailman's gonna be here soon. I've been up since like 7:30 this morning, chat. It's been an eventful day. I feel like I've already been up for a whole day because all the stuff that's happened today, but I'm hoping it's just a clog in the drain and I don't have to pay for them to fix a line, because that would suck. But he's saying that might be the line. Oh gosh. Anybody who follow me, live in my area, and who's a plumber that wants to give me a really good deal, please hit me up. Good luck with the home stuff. At least you didn't have the sewer back up in your basement. That was fun times. Yeah, we didn't have that happen, but we did have we had the bubbles coming up, and it made the whole house stink last night. So I'm hoping it's just a clog. Please just be a clog. I've been scammed 3 times with Poshmark. Yeah, don't. Anytime somebody messages you and they ask you to email them or send them a phone number or anything like that, don't do that on Poshmark. That's just always a scam. What's up, Good Guy Flips? Is this full time? I do this full time. I don't have another job. This is what we do. Me and my wife do this full time. Next up, got a Ralph Lauren shirt, just a basic Ralph Lauren shirt, but this one has a good pattern to it. Sold for $24.99 plus ship. A lot of anxiety over the situation. It's part of being a homeowner, right? It's part of being a homeowner. There's always going to be something that happens, even though there's been a lot. But I did. Fun fact: yesterday, I did. It's the highs and the lows, right? I got a check back from my last mortgage company for like $4,200. So I was like, yes, $4,200. Let's go. Like, put that in the bank. That's gonna be nice sitting in the bank. And then literally same day we get the backup with the drain. So I'm like, that 4,200 might be gone. It might already be gone. The good thing is we got 4,200 in the bank, so if it is a $4,200 fix, it's basically like a wipe. But yeah, it sucks because we're like, oh, 4,200 bucks, it's perfect. You know, we're about to make our first mortgage payment here coming up soon. It'd be nice to have that because that's like a couple mortgage payments right there. We don't have to worry about that, and then boom, get hit with that. So train selling season over now. Yeah, I sold off all the trains. I sold them off before we moved. So. Sitting in the bank was nice for, it didn't even be a few days. Literally the same day we got the check is the same day that the toilet started backing up. So it was, yeah, same day for everything. Untuck It men's shirt. This is just a basic men's Untuck It shirt, solid gray, long sleeve. This one sold for $22.99 plus ship. I treat these like Ralph Lauren shirts. I list them for $22.99 to $24.99 plus ship. Yeah, Root Rooter at first. You mean Roto-Rooter? They were gonna do the drain thing. They're doing a camera today, so they're sending a camera down there to make sure whatever the issue is, they're basically gonna find it out with the camera because they think it could be one of two things. If it's one, then it's really easy to fix. It's just snaking the line. But if it's the other one, then it's a whole thing. So not fun. Not fun. If you didn't get one, a purchase, then do it now. Worth every penny. If I didn't get what? Home warranty? Game changer? Home warranty? Well, the good thing is we did get an inspection. And if it is a major issue, I think the inspector has insurance. I think we could basically say they missed it and they should pay for it, I think is what happens. I could be wrong, but I called my dad and he said, call the inspector and see what kind of insurance policy they have. Because if it's a major fix, like over a certain amount, I think the inspector is technically liable for it, but I could be wrong about that too. How do you ship ties? I ship them in a bag. Ship them just like I ship shirts. I put them in a bag. I put them in a clear bag and then put them in a regular bag. So what's up, blessings? How many do you have listed in inventory? Most likely keep it flowing daily. Right now I'm listing anywhere between 5 to like 15. We just moved like 2 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago maybe. So I haven't really been listing consistently. But active inventory, the number of listings I currently have active right now on eBay is 1,626 current active listings. That number keeps dipping, keeps going lower because I'm selling more than I'm listing every day. Do you have a home warranty? I don't think so. We have home insurance, but we don't have a home warranty. Can you snake it out? My son has a 75-inch one. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna camera it first, and they're gonna snake it because they think there's a pitch. They think there's a pitch in the line, and that's what's causing it because there's no sewage backup. It's just bubbling. That's what they're saying. So because there's no sewage backup, then there's probably not a clog. It's probably a pitch, which if it's a pitch, then you have to fix the actual line itself, which is kind of annoying. So we'll get second opinions too. We're not going to just do like a $3,000 fix without getting a second opinion. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Ralph Lauren, men's Ralph Lauren shirt. Another one of these. I sell one of these. If you watch these lives every single day, I'm selling Ralph Lauren. This one sold for $20.70. That's a nifty offer. I had it for $22.99. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. God provides. He does. Yes. Literally the same day. We got a check. We got to spend it, but at least we got that check in. So it does help a little bit for sure. Does help for sure. And we of course have savings and all that stuff for anything that happens like this. I'm not worried. It's not like I'm not gonna be able to pay my mortgage, but you don't want to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 if you don't have to. Don't really want to do that. How many listings do you recommend if you list? I'm part-time. As many as you can. I would try to be consistent with it. So if you can list 5 per day, list 5 per day. If you can list 10 per day, list 10 per day. If you can only list 1 per day, list 1 per day. But just keep active in your eBay store. I think it does help with sales. It does keep eyes on your store if you're constantly putting in new inventory. But you don't have to like set it. If I do 20 a day, you don't have to do 20 a day. You can do 5 a day. So how do you do inventory on things that don't fit in boxes such as men's suit jackets? I use racks like this. I have a big rack. It's off camera right now. But a big rack full of suits and jackets, that's how I'm keeping those. I do plan to inventory those as well. So as soon as I sell one, number 4 sells and I go onto the rack, or number 64, let's just use number 64. Number 64 sells, I just go on the rack, everything will be in order. I look for number 64, I grab it. Kind of like how we do our Whatnot shows. It'll be how we keep our inventory. Next up, Tommy Bahama. These are still selling, especially with good patterns like this, but I am taking offers on these to get them to move because obviously within the next couple months, these are going to slow down a little bit. This one sold for 27 bucks. So nice little sale, nice little Tommy Bahama sale. Still not a moderator. I don't know how to do a moderator over here. I tried to do Trisha as a moderator and I completely messed up my live. So I got to figure it out. It used to be you could just click on the name Tej and make a moderator, but I don't think you could do that anymore. I think you got to like before the live go in and set mods and a bunch of weird stuff. So it's not like it used to be. Get a home warranty, it rocks. You pay 75-ish deductible, and then they cover all the rest. We had our entire home rewired and also AC unit. Let's go. Okay. I'll definitely look into that. How do you photograph leather belts? I keep trying different ways. I can show you how I do belts. Give me 1 second. 11 ounces, purchase shipping label. Typically what I do is I twirl them up and then I sit the buckle on the very top. If I can make it sit and look nice. And that way it's like aesthetic. It has like the buckle on the very top and everything else is circled down on the bottom. Let me show you how I did the Robert Graham belt. I don't think I did the Robert Graham belt the same way. Orders, all orders. Let me show the photos. I know I just sold this one yesterday. So this one's a little different. I couldn't get the belt buckle to sit right. And I like to have a different angle on these. And also I wanted to make sure that the Robert Graham was shown right there, but that's kind of how I do it. This one isn't like super nice. I could have probably took it better, but I circle it right there, and then I sit the buckle on the very top of the actual belt, and then I have the Robert Graham thing. This was new, so I did it with the Robert Graham that way, so I showed that in the photo. But typically I'll take my camera and angle it down a little bit more, closer to the buckle, so it looks a little bit better than that. Let me do this really quick. Oh, my stomach. I'm hungry. This is how I did my Peter Millar belts. So again, they were new with tags. I wanted to make sure it showed Peter Millar. I just circled them up through the Peter Millar like that. And then it also has the Peter Millar there. If you're watching over here, you can't see. You have to head over to Facebook or YouTube. All the Peter Millar belts I did like that. I don't sell too many belts, but those are all how I took the pictures of the Peter Millar belts. Is basically I rolled them up and stuck the tag right there. What's up, Blended? Do you use the USPS scan form? No, I don't do any scan forms. It does help the post office out, but I don't do any of the scan forms. I let them scan them in. To be honest, it doesn't take much longer to scan them in than it does actually doing the scan forms. It really doesn't. If the post office complains about scanning in 10 packages, the postal carrier, it probably takes them literally 10 seconds to scan those in. So, getting a return says doesn't work. Damage was delivered 2 weeks ago. Happens. It happens. Appreciate the heart me. Next up, last two items are both the same kind of items. LL Bean. These are going to start selling well, so pick them up if you find them. They're only going to sell for like the next 3 or 4 months, and then they're going to slow down. This is a men's LL Bean traditional fit, $20.70. I list these just like I list Ralph Lauren, $20.70. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. Do you use your phone for all the pictures? I do. I use my phone. I know there's some people out there that say digital cameras or DSLR cameras is the way they go. I get why they do it, but I don't think it's faster. I think it's actually much slower. If you can just take your photos on your phone and then immediately open up the eBay or open up Nifty and load your photos in immediately, it's got to be much faster than taking all your photos on your DSLR and then taking the memory card out and then sticking the memory card into your computer and letting your computer download all that stuff and then put it, like, just listen how long it took me to say all that. That's how long it takes. Whereas if I just take my photos on my phone, I can just swipe to the next app and start putting in the photos. And to be honest, I don't think when it comes to photoing clothing, a DSLR camera or a big camera will give you that much better quality than a regular phone camera will. It's not like your items are going to sell for 10 times more because you took them on a regular camera, right? Phone cameras are really good nowadays, so you don't really need to use one of those cameras. But yes, I use it. Phone is faster. Yeah, I agree. There's people out there that debate me on that. I've debated other people before, and they've said, like, camera's faster because I can upload all my images all at once. And I'm like, yeah, but you had to take all those photos, take your card out, put it into your phone, and then let it download. There's parts of that took extra time that you're not accounting for. So I get it. If you want to use that, use your camera. I just consider the phone to be faster. Last one, medium tall LL Bean flannel, $22.99 plus ship. All bread and butter this week, or today, not this week. Well, this week so far, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to get. Yeah, belts are tricky. That's like that Robert Graham belt. It took me like a couple minutes to get it to actually sit like that. It was kind of a pain in the neck. So it's faster. You've never tried it. It's way better. Image quality is superb. Shut up, Felix. Get out of here. No, it's not. Felix, you use your Nokia phone, okay? You use your Razr phone to take your photos. It's hard to get. Oh, I already read that. How best to learn selling eBay for newbies? It looks somewhat complicated. The best and easiest way is to just go on YouTube and type how to ship on eBay, how to list on eBay, how to whatever you're looking for. Type that into YouTube, watch a few videos, and learn from that free content. That's what I would say. I'm trying to put out more guide videos for you guys on my channel, so I'll have a bunch of those available for you guys to watch. But for right now, there's tons of other people with great content. So listen to you guys to get ready to go out of town on a business trip. Stores are put away on time away. Let's go. Enjoy your trip. How much you pay for those? Those right there, I only pay $4 to $5 for those. $22.99 plus ship. I treat them like Ralph Lauren shirts. As long as I can make at least a $10 profit on them, I'm good. But the LL Bean flannels, they only sell like this time of year. Was Ralph Lauren pretty much sells all year. So just keep that in mind when you're picking up Bean flannels. Don't pick them up in February, March, because that means you're going to sit on them for a while. Those are ones I've sat on for a while. So because I picked them up like end of the season last season. So I'm very, very careful now with when I actually pick those up. But that's it, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Nice, quick, easy live. I got to call back the plumber because they called me while I was on live, so I got to see what time they're coming over and everything. I'll probably be live tomorrow morning. Shipping out some stuff. I don't think I'm gonna go thrifting this week because if you see the rack behind me, this is all stuff I got a photo today. I got a bunch over there. I got a photo. A bunch over there. I got a photo. So no thrifting today. But you guys will Jags won. I know the Jags won. So the Titans won too. Titans, Colts, and Jags won all in the same week. You know how long it's been since that's happened, Trisha? Probably forever. It's probably since I was a baby. But anyways. I'll probably be live tomorrow. I got some videos coming out later today too that I'll probably be working on while the plumber's doing their thing. So